Ah, you stupid wasp. Come here. Go ahead and run. Morning, everybody. We got a hardtail glide bait that we're going to be painting. Mr. Wasp is going to be joining us. Anyway, base coat is iced aqua, which is slightly different than ice blue. There's more of a green tint to it. Hey, Still, what's up, brother? How you doing? So this puppy's going to be really odd. So, hey, Brandon. Believe it or not, we're going to go with red next. We have that iced aqua as a base coat. There's a reason for that. I don't need too much red. Hey, Daniel. How you doing, bud? Oh, my pressure's up a little bit. All right. We're just going to put some right here on the chin. On the chinny chin chin. We're going to put some on the gill, too. Don't worry, it's not going to... We're thick. So I'll take more than one coat. How is everybody this morning? I only want a little bit on those gills. And like I said, nowhere specific on the gills there. It's going to come to it here near towards the end, where on the gill plate, you're going to barely take notice of that red. It's going to be there, but it's just going to be a nice little slight accent. Backlash, what's up? No unicorn today. Speaking of that unicorn, I don't know whether to smash that thing with a hammer or keep it or give it to somebody. I was so paranoid about that horn falling off, I put like 3 coats of epoxy on it, and I ain't gonna lie. But the very last coat, I think it was the last one. Anyway, one of my brushes for my epoxy brush, one of the bristles, got stuck on there, and I didn't know it until it was all dried and rock solid. Ooh. I'm disappointed in the unicorn. I mean, I was loving it. All of a sudden that happened. It's just like, ah. I got a freaking booger in my nozzle here. Amy from Crank County Custom Base is going to love this. She's better at making shad than I am. I mean, yeah, shad are easy to paint. Yeah. But I'm weird when I do my shads. As you're going to see here in a minute. The Bristol gives a character. Well, I guess you're technically right. You know what, buddy? I got my email in my bio. Email me your address. I mean, I think I have it, but I'm not so sure, so just in case. I know since it has that defect on it, I ain't charging. So, that little thing. Wait, what? Hello, Bang It. So, all right. We're going to make up our own silver. We're going to take sterling silver here. A fair amount of that so I don't run out. And one little drop of purple color shift. I do mean something just a little. So it's going to be more like a purple silver. Oops. Oh, you're from Indonesia. Well, good. Hello. Well, I guess it's good evening for you. Huh. Hope all is well over there. I hope you're having a blessed one. Oh, I wanted more silver. Okay, well, let's see what this does. Ooh, actually, I made that better. Now, Amy, you were able to. What the heck happened? Oh, sorry, Amy. She's in the background. And for the longest time, she wasn't able to comment on my live streams. And she was. Now she's not again. That's beginning to tick me off. Let's lay this boy down here. Away from where I just sprayed. See, we got lace in this here. We got some of that ice, whatever the heck it is, stick through. Want to type it. And I'll show you the reason why here in a bit, towards the end, why that tail is taped off. That's why I had the pressure down real low. So in the comments there, I'll look here in a second. If you were to throw a 7-inch glide bait like this, what are you using it for? Me personally, muskie. Oh, hey, Jerry. I'm glad I have a wrench the way I troll you. I enjoy you being here. You're one of my guys here since day one. I greatly appreciate it. That's what, going on 4 years now? All right. It's the only time you can pull a stencil off. Yep, I'm definitely going to add the white then, too. This is going to be a nice background. 5 years. Wow. But basically, what we're going to be doing here by the time we're done is we're going to be marbling, making a marbled shad. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because after I'm done with all this here, I'm going to put some mother of pearl on it. Oh, I didn't even look. Hey, Fred. If you answered, I'm sorry I didn't pay attention. I just now realized I did ask that question. If you would be throwing a 7-inch glide bait like this shad, what are you using it for? I said I would use it for muskie. And if anywhere I'm fishing, well, I could be getting striped too on it. Oops. Okay, that's good. See if I can get the light right. I don't know if you guys can see what we got here yet or not. This is all we have thus far. So let me clean this out, and we'll get on to our other colors. I didn't know if I was going to put white on it or not, but considering how it looks right now, oh yeah. They'll blend in nice with the white, especially it being a mother of pearl white. Oh yeah. really mother of pearl white. It's not, like titanium white. It's not like the whitest thing ever. It's a nice pearl white, nice and shiny. So with that subtle differences between the purple, the iced aqua, and that, I think it's going to look pretty cool. Yeah, I kind of figured, bud. Jerry. Oh, yeah. Thanks for bringing that up still. That was awesome. Oh, and I just mess. I totally meant to do that. All right. I don't know if these pieces are big enough. Haha, yes they are. And this one's bigger. Maybe I can even. If I can actually do this, I'm going to crap my pants. I love seeing people having that complete joy while they're fishing, man. Or in just God's great creation, period. I love it, love it, love it. This is going to be a pain. Give me a second. Yeah, that would have worked. I'm not ignoring y'all. Don't worry. With a memento. Please stay like that. What did I just say? Sorry, I'm yelling at the fishing board. All right. That's weird that it was that easy. Dana, what's up? Brother Avid. Are you still a 10 killer? I don't remember. More importantly, I'm just kidding. Did you see Jimmy Houston? I know he frequents 10 killer. Last time I used a frog, last year. Not that kind of frog, though. Hard plastic. I didn't think you did. Seen him. All right. All right, I don't want to hit the head here. I got something else planned for that head. Basically, this white's going to be really just numbing down the other stuff around it. That goes over top of. Oh yeah, you gotta eat frog legs, dude. Yeah, I know you have, Fred. You made a giant bullfrog mold. Thing's freaking awesome looking. You know what to do for it? Get some floating plastic. We're gonna use that as top water anyway. What the? There we go. Now, methinks there's only two more colors to go after this. So, should. Oh, I don't think I left anybody know on YouTube. I'm sorry. Thanks to all of your wonderful prayers and your uplifting, and you know, and obviously God. You know, God has blessed Jen and I with a new vehicle. It's been a struggle, and I'll be very, 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 very honest. For a lot of, for her and I, there was some days where it's like it was a real test on our faith. And it's like, you know, can't lose that faith. So thank you guys for all the prayers and the well wishes and stuff for getting a new vehicle. Pretty much, I have a vehicle now that I have no business owning because there's so much technology in it. Nah, try to. Give me a second here. Gotta try a little. There we go. It has so many bells and whistles on it that I never. I'll tell you what it is here in a second. Oh, maybe that's what was the problem earlier. It took me forever to paint that other side. Now the paint's coming out better. Anyway, yeah, right now. Thank you. Jen and I already talked about traveling, and it's like, man, if gas wasn't so freaking expensive. Anyway, we got a Dodge Durango Citadel, 2013. Thing's amazing with gas mileage. We went on. If you're familiar with Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania is known for their crappy roads. It feels like we're not even driving in Pennsylvania when we're driving that thing. It has, dash cam. Well, the rear. Man, I'm going to really clean that. Give me a second here. So I can see the backup. It has a GPS. It has all sorts of the stuff on the dash. I don't know if I can travel to space yet or not. I got a sunroof, which I totally did not know until I got home. I'm not joking. And when I got home with the thing, I didn't know this year. It took my daughter, Destiny, my youngest daughter, 2 seconds to figure out I have a TV in the thing. I would love to travel. I would love to go to Florida, Alabama, New Mexico, obviously. And once again, publicly, I said it yesterday, but publicly, happy belated birthday to Cody. The lovely dog nose. Sorry, 3 colors. I forgot about the black dots. Took Destiny 2 seconds to figure out I had a TV in the back, and then I could put DVDs in the front that I'll play on the screen up front if I'm in park, and in the back. That's so freaking weird. Well, I can change between the two. Everything, just the front or just the back. So. I gotta give praise, thanks, and glory to God for that there and everybody else that made that possible. All right. Believe it or not, gold. This gold might be a little too, I don't know, I'll put it on lightly. I'm wearing gold lipstick now. I'm pretty. Oh. There we go. This is going on the head. I'm doing the more reducer. I put like a quarter of a drop in. Not going really heavy on it. There we go. Now we gotta hold it. See if you look. Sorry for my airbrush being a jacket. Okay. ASWC small water charger. Holy crap! You haven't been in here for a while. How you doing, Mr. John? Awesome. How's Lydia? I did get the name right. Yeah. It's been a while, bud. Oh, oh, good golly, Miss Molly. Don't worry, I will show you guys here. You know, if I show you from this camera, it looks like crap. If I flip it the camera around, yeah. Anyway, just give me a minute, please. It's good to have you in here, man. Now that was yeah, lush green. One of my favorite greens. We're gonna put that across the back. Let's bring that down a little bit. Just lightly. Nice. I haven't been able to get out much lately. I like to watch the grandbaby a lot. You know, my daughter's working. I watch him. She don't work today, neither does my wife, so maybe I can go fishing. Oh, speaking of which, the grandbabies, got his first tooth. I'm thinking that doing that on the side. He's been teething so much lately, and you know how teething goes. So, you know, off and on. Actually, he's been a good teether compared to, you know, like my kids and some other kids. Gotta give it to the little man. Yeah, but he got his first tooth yesterday. Yesterday morning, he didn't have it. Last night, he did. Just poke it out just a tiny, you know. They're like, dude, stop growing up so fast. Out there, when he gets on the floor now, if he's on his belly, he tries to get his knees out from underneath him. He's trying to crawl. It's like, okay, one step at a time. Wait a minute. That didn't sound right. One step at a time. Wait a minute, I forgot about the tail. Yeah, we're going to do something with the tail. It's going to be different, though. All right, let me dry this here. I will do some funky stuff to the tail. But this isn't funky enough. One thing you'll take notice to also is when I give you guys a close up here at the end, is that red just barely peeking out from underneath that gold. It came out exactly the way I wanted it. How the heck do I have this all taped up like it? Sheesh. Yeesh. Now, normally I can spray this on, but I'm not. It's just dragonfly glaze mixed with I'm gonna put a touch, and I do mean a touch of this is stuff I use for soft plastics. Moss green. Ooh. powder in with that. Okay. Oh, I am absolutely in love with Zane. I am nuts over that dude. He figured out how to take my hat off yesterday. Oh, my little turd. There for about a good hour, I wasn't allowed to wear a hat. I didn't know. I'll be honest with all of you. I didn't know I was going to love being a grandfather this much. I knew I was going to love it, but my goodness. Lord has truly blessed us. You know, I used to hear me say before, I feel like I'm the richest man in the world, no matter what anybody will say about me. Can you imagine how I feel now? So you guys that don't have grandkids, when you hit grandfather status, remember me. You're like, dude, that crazy redneck was right. Come on. Honestly, that green Lincoln powder got kind of lost. Is that little? I mean, there's a green tint. Actually, that's a good thing because when you shift it, then you can see the green. But never mind. I guess it's all right. Oops. All the spines run. Great. John was in here. Now I got a song stuck in my head. Retro Bassin kicking some. Yeah. You're hearing those Retro Bassin. Man, I love his channel. I'm an old bait freak. I'm making sure everything looks good. All right. Shiny. Twinkle, twinkle. All right. Let me clean this paintbrush off, and I promise we're soon done. I'm trying not to bore y'all. Are you talking about hand card fishing lures? Or stuff like this, you know, getting to buy the plastic blanks and paint them with an airbrush. I think it's to a point it might be more expensive to get into soft plastics because plastics all ain't cheap. Okay, yeah, these are blanks. These are plastic blanks. Get from my Well, this order came. He's shutting down now. Sugar tit. But I go to prettylures.com. I get my baits there. They come in clear. They're relatively cheap, but the airbrush, I use a Master Airbrush G22. You find that on Amazon. Sometimes they have sales on them for around $180. It comes with the airbrush and the compressor and the whole setup. And then when it comes to paints, they all vary. Create text paints and so on and so forth. You can also use craft paint. People tell you don't use that there. I never had an issue with it. It doesn't fade like people claim it does. You just got to make sure you use your reducer with it. Get it down to the consistency of milk. So paint, it all varies. But the main part, getting the compressor, that's going to be your first big step. It's going to be around $180 on Amazon. Well, unless you want to go with something different. So I know I do not line up my shad dots. We've been over this. Yeah, look up Master Airbrush on Amazon. And Pretty Lures. They're growing all the time. Musky baits, bass baits, all sorts of stuff. Oops. So. Try to blotch it. Make this one a little blotchy. I'm going to make this one too a little blotchy because that is just too much of a perfect circle for my liking. Okay. And then the world is your oyster, Stick it with me. I can help you any time I can. And people that are on the channel that are also bait makers, Ugly Dog Lures. It looks like he didn't post for a long time, but he's on his way back. He had to take a hiatus for a little while. He's my brother. He's like a father to me. Craig Honey Custom Baits. There's another one. Carter's Custom Lures. I can go on and on and on. Still a little tacky on that tail. And the number one thing, don't let anybody ever tell you your baits are ugly or look stupid, this or that there. If you're happy with them and you like them, that's all that matters. And if you end up wanting to sell them, 1,000 people can say it's ugly, hideous. I would never use the dang thing, but it only takes one person that wants it and says, I gotta have it in my life. Rant over. I learned that early on. All right, let's take a look at this thing. I don't want to see my ugly face, so yep, here we go. She ain't gonna focus again. Hey, Phil. Focus, you moron. There we go. shades of purple, blue, silver, white. Let's take a look at that tail. Uh-oh. Do I have gold on that? Oh, no. I don't. Why is it? Kind of makes it look like there's a blotch of gold there. Thank you. See, barely sticking out from underneath. There's good. That gold there. Yeah, we're going to keep that belly that color. So now, does it look like exactly like any particular type of shad? Not really. Would a fish eat it? I'm pretty sure. So, not to mention once they see, and if fish are constantly seeing the same dang thing over and over, throw them something a little different. Now, instead of eating the hot dogs all the time, somebody throw a filet mignon near you. You're going to want to eat the filet mignon. Unless you like tofu, then whatever. So, Foxy's going to make this look a lot better. So, too glitter, not too glitter. That is a question. I'm going to probably put glitter on it. Diamond glitter. So, wait, do I even have any more of that? Shoot. If I have diamond glitter. If not, then probably just play up holographic glitter mixed with some glow glitter. That the glow glitter has some purple highlights to it, so purple pieces in it. So maybe that to accent it. I am digging that tail. That tail is a big standout to me. So, what else has been going on? Real quick. I got 5-inch poppers in. Oh, that's too big. Oh, hang on. These poppers also walk. Okay. They're walk the dog type popper. If you use a 5-inch spook, why wouldn't you use a 5-inch one of that? Yeah. Hang on, I'm trying to. This is my daughter's, so I got some of these shallow runners in. This is what I caught my biggest walleye ever on. That 5-pounder. And yesterday, we saw it. Was it yesterday? Anyway, the long cast minnows. I got them in. I got X wraps in. That's this paint job took like 2 seconds. Okay, this is one of those most simple patterns you can, blue, orange, well, golden orange with a golden orange mist over top of that holographic insert. So, yeah, all good. And then I only got one of these. Oh, that's one I got something. But yeah, I got a fair amount of baits. Well, yeah, a lot of times with these holographic baits, you can make them difficult or you can make them easy. This year, I was just like, you know what? Let's do something kind of like what you would see in the store that Rapala make, but better. I got the golden orange belly. I mixed golden orange with that. And then I put that exact same color, just misted it over the body, if you can tell. And then that pearl blue top. And I am actually very happy with it. I forget what color they call this, honestly. Probably call it money because it costs so damn much. Fishing lures are outrageous anymore. Of course, that's because half the stuff comes from China and because of tariffs. So make your own. If you don't know how to, practice makes perfect. You don't need a fancy airbrush to paint and bait. I started off making inline spinners, and then when I came to hard baits, I was hand carving and painting them with fingernail polish and craft paint and clear coating with either a crappy spray paint or clear fingernail polish. You know, you do you. You know, there's no wrong thing to do. I will die on that hill. You know, there's no wrong thing to bait to make. If you love it, if you're happy with it, it's perfect. And if you got to do it this way, that way, the other way, so be it. I started making baits when I was 10 years old. You think I was some type of Picasso at 10 years old? Heck no. I still had my very first popper I've ever made. And I caught a lot of fish on that thing. And that popper was to blame for one of my very first ever fishing injuries. Little largemouth bass. Caught it, had both hooks in its mouth. Guess what happened to my hand? It shook. My hands go like this here, and it's still shaking because I have hooks in my hand. Now trying to get a bass off while your hands are like this. Yeah, the bass did not survive, I ain't gonna lie. I don't care how small it was. It was at a pond too. I killed the dang thing by the time I got my hooks out. So, but yeah. Tell me after me, Pennsylvania Game Commission, Fish Commission. That was over 30 years ago. Well, maybe it was 30 years ago. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. Let me know when you watch later, or if you want to comment after the video is over because you're too afraid to tell me what you think about this. If it looks like crap to you, it looks like crap to you. You know, that's okay. And let me know what you would go fishing with this bait. You know, I think I'll go trout fishing with it. So, God bless each and every single one of you for tuning in. Remember that I love you. More importantly, our God, our risen Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ above, loves you even more. And there's always new hope in Christ. I'll see you next time.